Greetings and salutations everyone, and welcome back to Fallout 4, where we have in the last episode reached Fort Strong. We got tasked by the bigwig from the Brotherhood to go to Fort Strong, show no mercy, and secure that armory of this place. So yeah, with me, or with us, is Paladin Dance. We couldn't help it, but yeah, Darkmeat has gone back to Sanctuary, I hope, and now we're here stuck with Paladin Dance. So let's get inside and cleanse this area. Oh, let's reload first.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Oh yeah, this is definitely super mutant territory. No, no one here. Oh. A little further. There we are.
That's it.
Hi. There you go. Anyone else? Woohoo! Clean house. All right. Let's loot these guys. Where's the... there. And you pulverized another one. Skull.
Here's a thing. A sort of note.
Technical document.
Sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll the Colonial Tap House wants to remind everyone that you are not welcome there. Offer stands visitors.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice. Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Fort Strong key, okay, Wonder Glue, ball pen hammer. Gamma round, 50 cal, 44 round, shotgun shell, frag mine, and we can leave the snub. Ooh, mini nuke, very good. So fork. Yeah, well, we can leave that gun.
This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
Yeah. U.S. Covert Operations Manual. Who goes there? Permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Very
Is that
good.
A good read?
Yes, it is, Dance. You should try it sometime. General Brock's report, June 2075. As of today, command of Fort Strong has passed to me. I'm looking forward to helping the US Army test some of its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think the best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. General Brock report, September 2075. We've been testing the new batch of T-51B power armor suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things. Because of the suit's weight, they often tip over on hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it, and they're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to the lower torso. I'll pass it up the chain and see if I can get Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modification. Okay. February 2076. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told them that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced that we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo Team on the M42 Fat Man launchers. General Brock report, June 2076. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected. Word has it that some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops holding their 5mm miniguns. Looks like the Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. Some R&R. December 2076. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. Okay, and September 2077. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been riding me to wrap this project up, but with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully we can get those nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash. Well, why not? I don't understand. Huh?
Let's see what we found. Excellent. We have a weapon in here.
We do? Oh, you do. Okay, yeah. Well, have fun with it. With that little lead spitter. Let's take this. Anything in here? No? Okay, good. Oh, methods. Another round of technical documents. Handcuffs. Yeah, we don't need those. Elevator, okay, yeah. First we'll check out this area. Empty bottle. Oh, moldy food. Yum. Empty milk bottle. Cooking oil. And what do we have here? Empty globe. Empty discs. Dance, have we been in here? No, we haven't. Otherwise, ooh, Private Monahan's holotape. Let's hear it.
Came down that the army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper. So Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a manned portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. They actually got the damn thing to work. After seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Yeah, they won't. Well, if I remember this correctly, the US military actually looked into it for a while after World War II, I think in the late 40s, early 50s, looked into the prospect of a of a nuclear launcher like basically the Fat Man, but after a short while noticed that this is not a viable option and that they'd be killing more of their own soldiers than enemy soldiers. So yeah, they scrapped this research project pretty quick. Alright, let's see what's down here. Hello! Anyone here? Okay, bloodbug meat, yeah. Couple of rounds. Cutting board.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Yeah, and lots of technical documents.
So boring.
Yeah, don't you worry, it'll get pretty exciting pretty quick.
I'd just leave that if I were you.
Yeah, see, and that's where you're wrong.
That sound, what is it? What is that? A puny human.
Puny human?
What you say? Another splatter your brain.
Company.
Not worth it. Only one of us survived this, and it won't be you.
By the way, what's in these other rooms? Dance, you got this, right? Yeah, he's got this. Ooh, purified water in the toilet? Why? Oh, because of super... Ooh, dirty water in the toilet as well. Alright.
Send them back to hell.
Oh, I will.
Vaporized.
Exactly.
Look at this place.
Yeah, looking, seeing. Ooh, aluminum. Aluminum. Oh, that was an empty one, right? Yeah. Radioactive gland, bloodbug probiot something. Puncturing board? What? Huh. 50 rounds. A rack. Okay, great. Great, we picked that up. Red stack meat, empty blood bag. Oh. Radioactive gland. Skull fragment. Molly. This So, missile launcher. Yeah, we can leave that. Bravo team testing terminal. Okay, yeah, we've read about Bravo team. And I'll check out that terminal in just a second. But first, we need to loot that plasma cartridge. Now, Bravo team, M42 report 001. Things are getting tough around here. Brock has decided to split our team into 2 teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up on the M42 Fat Man launcher team, while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51B suits. I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is. A man-portable mini-nuke thrower that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range? I've been poring over the schematics and I have no idea how we're going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill the soldiers unlucky enough to be stuck with these death traps. Report number 2. We've stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try to amp the power on the thrower itself. I know that means adding weight to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics to push the warhead through like a railgun, but the power pack would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can turn up. Number 3. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing the MIRV variant of the launcher when one of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing. Poor bastards didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks, so Brock told us to just fill some cans with sand. I'll tell you, that guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time. Report number 4. I was in bed last night when I had one of those eureka moments. I ran over to the night shift guys in the lab, swept all of their drawings on the floor and started sketching my idea. They must have thought I lost my mind. 6 hours and 14 cups of coffee later and I had it all mapped out. We'd use a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We'd have plenty of range and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seemed to like the plan and gave us the go-ahead to prototype the device. I can't wait to try it out. Number 5. It took the better part of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to be shipped out into the field. I can't believe I've spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing we're delivering a well-tested weapon to our own guys fighting overseas. Now that it's over, I suppose Brock will move us on to something else. But for now, I'm going to spend the rest of the month packing up these warheads to ship off base. Okay, yeah. Thin beaker, blood sack. .50 cal rounds, cigarettes, flip lighter. A saucer. Ooh, look at that. Another safe. Yes, nice. Look at that. 2 mini nukes. And these are, yeah, these are the ones, the do-it-yourself kits, basically, of mini nuke preparation, building, whatever. Where's Dance, actually? Oh well, he misses the show. Look at all those mini nukes. Yeah, the Brotherhood could really do damage with all those mini nukes in their position. So yeah, can we actually do anything down here? No? Is there anything to loot? Nope. Okay, well then let's get back. Some corn. Wonder glue, yes. Left foot bones. Ah. Duct tape. Vacuum tube. Table of Abruxo, very good. Some Radax. I didn't just pick up a saucer, did I? Oh man. No, yeah, whatever. I thought that. Okay. Whatever. Alright, Dance, can we go now? Have you picked through everything? Yeah? Okay, great.
Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why the hate?
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word. These
bugger.
monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along comes I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Yeah, absolutely.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Okay, and what about you?
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better.
There's nothing better than what? Oh, by the way, let's eat some right away and drink some water. We've leveled. Oh yeah, right. Just making sure everyone's still awake. Alright, so Dance just left us? Huh, okay. Let's see where to sink some skill points into. Carry weight. Action points. Gun nut, level 3. Armorer. Lots of good stuff. Quick go intelligence. Scrapper, waste not, want not. You can salvage uncommon components like screws, aluminum, and copper when scrapping weapons and armor. Now look at that. Huh. But before we... well, let's make sure that we have a good carry capacity. Yes, look at that. Went 410? And we're not even wearing power armor. Oh, because of the... yeah. Dan's left us, and so we are now alone. And when we're alone, the Lone Wanderer perk comes into effect. That's why we have a carry capacity weight of 410 now. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Let's leave. All right. Yeah, okay. Great. Sorry guys, Fallout just crashed for me and I had to reload, but we exited Fort Strong, so that's okay. Yeah, so quest-wise, there was this miscellaneous thing, right? Collect technical documents, viable blood samples. Investigate the Museum of Witchcraft. Okay. Check the detective cases. Yeah, well, so we finished Fort Strong, and now we can go back to Elder Maxon. And report. Alright, so Pridwin, here we go. Alright, where are you, dude? Ah, inside, okay.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Alright, Maxon.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, so
I know. What's the aftermath?
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Pridwin. They'll provide quite an edge to our I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
Yeah, I know.
It was a piece of cake.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it only gets more difficult from here. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface
electromagnetic
with the pilot's
smoke?
navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Can you give me more
Where can I
grenades?
get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Well, and you?
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course. Nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Well, your scribes are clueless, but let's be diplomatic here.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Suggestions?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
I'd pursue your lead regarding Dr. Amari. I'm not certain
How
if she's
do
a
you
crackpot,
know?
or if she can genuinely assist your search. But our sources say she has some interesting technology at her Anything else, Knight?
How do you know about my plans regarding Dr. Amari? Huh.
What about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is We're still detecting them on occasion. But by the time we set a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute. Is there anything else?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help
Our
us?
records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility. The Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
All right. So
Switch on prop 3, adjusting torque.
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
oh, that's up top. Okay, yeah. Yeah, great. So all we need to do now is hand in those documents, and yeah. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if so, maybe consider giving it a like, share, or even subscribe to the channel. And with that out of the way, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.